Hi, everybody, and welcome to the webinar today. I am super excited to share with you more information about the Yahoo Store Promotion Center. It is so cool, and it's so exciting, and a wonderful way to help you to increase your sales, and you know that we all absolutely love that. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just joining us, my name is Shauna Siegel, and I'm going to be your host today. I am the CEO of One Choice for Your Store, and if you have questions, we want to hear them. A couple of different ways that you can ask questions today. Start posting them in our questions box. Mike Ober is here, and we are so excited to have him. We want to answer your questions, so please post them in the chat box. If you want to ask via our live chat, you can do that too. Just go to our live site, onechoiceforyourstore.com, and click on the chat button, and then we can take the questions that way. And if you think about questions later or you're watching this on the replay, you can always email us at support@1c4y.com, and we'll try to help you out with your questions there as well. So I noticed that we have some new people, and I always kind of do a quick story whenever I'm starting my webinars. And I got started, and it was actually almost 13 years now with my first Yahoo store. And I would love to say that, you know, I was working on my store, and I was a picture-perfect single mom at home and working and cleaning and doing everything right, but that's not the case. And you know what? This is me, and it's still me today, 13 years later, you know, going crazy, wearing my jammies to work. But you know what? That's the beautiful thing about the Yahoo store. You can work from anywhere, you can have any kind of business, and you have all the tools that you need to be successful. And that's what I love about the Yahoo store. Whether you're in your jammies going crazy or you are that picture-perfect mom, you've got the chance to work with this Yahoo store and build your business. That's so very important. By the way, I always say that I was really pulling out my hair because I had two kids in the background, like screaming at each other and pulling at each other. Yeah, one of those kids this last weekend cut off, I'm sorry, they called it a self-amputation to part of his finger. I'm telling you, I'm still going crazy over these kids, and he just turned 18. All right, so what I'm doing now is I love to help people learn and grow, and I love to talk about SEO, and I love to talk about Yahoo. And actually the way that this webinar started was because we've been having weekly webinars in our group coaching, and last week we actually learned how to install the RTML needed for custom stores to use the promotion center. And you know, we had a lot of questions that came up, and we actually had a very specific request for Mike Ober from Yahoo Small Business. And he is absolutely awesome. If you guys went to the Yahoo Merchant Summit, you've probably met him there. If you have gone to, oh goodness, Mike, you go to like so many that, let's see, Internet Retailer, you're always there. Which other ones? I mean, like if you go anywhere, he's there. You know why? Because he's sharing great education about e-commerce and or Yahoo stores. So, Mike, how are you today?
Shauna, I'm phenomenal. How are you?
Still going crazy over those kids, I tell you. Still going crazy.
I think you need to clarify a little bit, because that self-amputation sounds voluntary, and this was completely involuntary.
Yeah, no, not, yeah. My silly kid, you know, he's got something in his wheel, and he leans over as he's riding to pull that thing out of its wheel and came up with less of a finger. Alrighty, so
somebody found it.
yeah, and then they had to drive to the hospital with it in their front seat. That's what's really sad. All right, so let's switch over to you, because you're going to be much more exciting than my son losing a little bit of his finger.
That gives new meaning to being in two places at one time. It actually can happen, right?
It does. It does. And as his older brother says, just the tip, please.
I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad he's okay, and exciting. I'm happy to be here today. So thank you for putting this all together, and it fit in very well to the schedule. And yes, it's been a fair amount of travel this year with Internet Retailer and our Merchant Summit. If you missed it this year, make sure you sign up early next year. The seats did go fast. We were over capacity, in fact, and it was a great event. Extremely high ratings and marks from all the attendees, including, you know, I think a lot of people walked out of there with actionable items to help grow their business, and that's really what it's all about.
Yes.
So happy to be here today and answer your questions. This is going to be a very informal presentation. I do not have, dozens of slides by any means. I want to address your questions, and when the time and opportunity comes up, we'll actually dive right into the Promotion Center in Store Manager through a couple demo accounts that we have so that we can show you live and show you real time. So Promotion Center is released now to all stores.
Oh, Mike, are we supposed to be seeing your screen?
Not quite yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right. Just making sure. Okay.
Haven't flipped over yet. So
okay.
As soon as the questions come rolling in, which I assume I will see here on my screen as well, Shauna.
Yep. Start asking them. I know my group coaching guys. They have a lot of questions. Come on, guys. We need your questions. Bring them on.
So just to kind of set the stage, so Promotion Center now, again, is available to all merchants. It is in beta. We had several beta participants and got some decent feedback through that process that has actually gone back to actually make changes before we released in the wide beta here to all merchants and all stores. So that's the current state. At this point in time, we are expecting to release the free shipping functionality before the holidays. I do not have specific dates. I can't quote specific dates because, of course, with technology, things can change. And I'll also mention that, of course, with technology, things can break, like me doing these live demos today. So I'm hoping that the live demo gods are with us as we actually dive into the product, and things are pretty smooth. We were very lucky. We did the live demo out at the Merchant Summit, and everything went pretty smoothly. So my fingers are crossed for that as we dive into it.
Absolutely.
Just a couple of examples of some things that people can do while we're waiting for questions. I haven't seen any pop up quite yet. So we had one merchant who said, hey, I got to try this out, and he went and ran a flash sale in front of his Facebook group, 50% off the next 5 buyers. So 50% off the next 5 purchases in the store. And those were gone within seconds as that happened. A quick way to make some sales. So that capability exists today. If you wanted to go out to your Facebook group and give this a try out, say 50% off the next 10 purchases in my store starting now. And it generated some nice activity not only on his Facebook page, but got a quick hit of sales in what was otherwise for him an off day. Bad weather here in the Northeast and New England. And he's a very Northeast New England centered business. So it's kind of an interesting setup that you can do and really get kind of creative in how you go about marketing these opportunities.
Yeah, I love that because in my day, I hate saying that, but if sales are slow, and even still today, back then it would just be, okay, if sales are slow, you just got to get out a newsletter, and get to people, because 13 years ago, we didn't have the social media where we could go to Facebook on the fly, create a discount code, and bam, we could have sales coming in. And so, it took time to develop that email, and to develop that newsletter, and develop this, develop that. But I think with the Promotion Center tools that are available and the social media that we have today, it's a whole new world. When things are slow, a couple minutes later, you can have some sales coming in.
That's exactly right, and that was the exact situation that this merchant ran into.
Yeah.
It was a good opportunity for him to test it out, and he was pretty successful with what he saw.
Now, I have a question that did come in from one merchant. Now, what it is they sell different items like socks, let's say, and they wanted to do something like, if you buy 12, get the next one free. Is this possible with the Promotion Center? Was their big question. And one of the other things is, would they have to buy the exact same item 12 times, or could they buy any 12 items in a particular category? They really wanted to learn more about how exactly could they run that type of promotion in their store.
Right, and that's going to fall under what we call the buy something, get something promotion and feature. That will not be available until 2013. So that's still under development. What the exact functionality is of that once released is still to be determined. We're certainly going to take feedback and have taken feedback. We did a survey amongst multiple stores and store owners as we developed this feature in the current version of it. and got a lot of really great feedback that was incorporated directly into the platform. So buy something, get something. It is set as coming soon. You can see it's grayed out, and that will be a capability that we hope will be in 2013.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, great. And then Holly was saying like coupon manager. I'm not, Holly, you're going to have to clarify that for me, but she also wanted to know, is there a way to exclude items, include items without using the IDs? Oh, like in the coupon manager. I got it now.
Include, so let me make sure I understand that. Is there a way to include or exclude items without the IDs?
Right. So what
correct?
she's saying is like when you're in Coupon Manager and you're, you're trying to decide which items to include and exclude, you can actually, there's a button in there and you can kind of see all your navigation, site structure, and kind of get to products that way to see.
Right, right.
Where is that? Yeah. Further down a little bit. Yeah. Include or choose target items. So is that
Sure.
a possibility within the promotion center is what Holly would like to know.
This is not currently a feature in the promotion center in terms of this navigation tree type structure, but this is certainly something that we're looking at through the beta process. And what I'll tell you is that early on, we were looking at a category type configuration, so where you'd be able to select the entire category and then include or exclude within that category. Because of the fact that so many stores define category in different ways, we actually had to delay that functionality until a future release. So with that, it'd be nice to kind of keep functions consistent from feature to feature within the product. So, that's something, this type of configuration is certainly something that would be considered for the general availability release in 2013.
Cool. Very, very cool. I love using that. It's much faster for me.
Yeah, this is a very nice configurator, if you will.
Yes, very, very lovely. Very lovely. All right, guys, so let's have some more questions. If you've got them, bring them in on the right side. So what are the different types of type of promotions and stuff that we can use today with the software? Some more ideas, some great ideas that we can do for stores.
Sure. Well, let me open up Promotion Center. So what you're looking at is I have two demo accounts in front of us. These are demos of our Yahoo company store, actually. So the common saying is we do eat our own dog food in the company store, which means that we are using our own product to sell Yahoo swag. And we have two versions. One is the fully customized version of the company store. The other is a standard template. We can take a quick look at those right now. And Shauna, just let me know if any of this isn't showing on your side. Everything appears to be okay.
Yes.
So we have the customized version of the company store here, and then the other version here, which is just a standard generic template. And this is really intended to show you in both environments how easy it is to have these promotions kind of up and running. And it's kind of a good segue considering you all last learned how to add the RTML to the stores and the custom stores as well. In an ideal world, we'd be able to identify where in those customized stores that you want these promos to be placed, but that's simply impossible with all the different configurations that exist out there. So that is the reason that we have those RTML operators put in place for the customized stores. That's a decision of where to merchandise on your site that's best left to you. So we leave that really up to you to have those RTML operators put into place. So I'll dive back into Promotion Center here. And let's just go and create a new promotion. Going to enter a promotion name. This cannot be modified once it's created. The description is optional. This will not be visible to anybody except yourselves, but a good way to kind of remind yourself of it. So in this case, special, see if my fat fingers cooperate here today.
I know a way to make them thinner.
Yeah, right.
Sorry,
I'll take some hits afterwards. It's not just the fingers. So the next one here, promotion type, as you can see, the only available type today is percentage discount. The hope is that, as I said earlier, that free shipping will be available in time for the holidays this year. And buy something, get something, much broader than buy X, get Y, will be available in 2013. So let's go and we're going to select percentage discount. and I'm going to expand the more options here. What we'll do here is just offer, let's say, 10% on either all orders or specific products. I'm going to choose specific products. And now some of you are wondering, okay, how do we pull in the products that we want? We can either do all products or select specific items. What I've done is I actually have downloaded at least partial of the catalog manager into a separate Excel file. So what you see here is that Excel file. And I'm going to just quickly sort. I don't have path in here, by the way. I don't have the path data for this store. But assuming you do have path available and you're managing by database upload, this is really the easiest way, because within path you will be able to see everything within each individual section. So in this instance, we have this group under all items. And let's see what else we have. We have a bunch of emoticons. So for this promo, I'm going to grab this set of emoticons, which hypothetically could be one category. I'm going to go back to create a promotion, and I'm going to insert those codes. Now, hoping that the demo gods are watching over me, we're going to click OK. And yes, awesome. That's fantastic. So let me just do this real quick. Had I pasted that in properly, I would have done in a comma delimited format, which I could have done that conversion over in Excel real quick. So let's hope. Demo gods. There we go. So we included 6 items for those products, and really just as simple as that, kind of cut and paste. And coming from a CSV file, if I had done that formatting properly, it would have worked very simply. What we'll do is we have a 10% discount on specific products that we selected. We're going to apply one of the following rules. So here you see on purchases of 1 unit and above, 1 unit is clickable. So we can say at least 5 units and above and up to 10 for each product selected. So there may be situations where your margins on certain items just can't allow you to do this type of a promo on every item that you've selected or every item in your store. In this instance, what we're going to do is say 10% off up to 10 units for each product selected. What this means is for each individual product, people can get 10% off up to the first 10 units of that specific product. This is not the situation where any of the 6 products is selected. Hopefully that makes sense. So 10% off up to 10 units for each product selected. We're going to do a start date of today. If I really want to do a start date later on, we can do this. So for example, I could do a flash sale every Monday morning, or excuse me, every Monday at this point, beginning at 12 a.m. Pacific time. Knowing that that's a off hours for me for my store, run a quick flash sale every Monday morning, and you start the week off with a nice little bang. And we can choose an end date. As you notice right now, there are no timestamps set here. That is a future functionality that's being considered. The one caveat to why we haven't implemented that right off the bat is that time zones here are very important. If you're an East Coast-based business and you say we're going to do a 12 o'clock flash sale, well, 12 o'clock where? There's 12 o'clock happens 4 times throughout the country. So that needs to be taken into consideration for any types of sales. So for the purposes of initial beta, we've kept it at full dates. And this one's going to be a end date of, let's say, tomorrow, or let's do tomorrow as well. Promotion combining. This allows you to say that this offer is combinable with other promotions. So I can either say it can be one or the other. If I have one item, for example, that is included in 2 promotions, the consumer is going to need to make that decision of which promotion is going to apply to it. And really what would happen is you as a merchant would drive that behavior through the stack ranking of these promotions. Coupon combining basically says that this offer can be combined with any special coupons. So a case example for you is that let's say you have a lot of returning customers and you have set up a single-use coupon campaign where you drop little postcards in a box and say, thanks very much for your order, take 25% off your next order. If you select that this can be combined with coupons, then what will happen is that person will come to your store to use that 25% off coupon. they will take an item that has this 10% off capability as well, and they will get the combined 25% off plus the 10% off. Depending upon the stacking is how those amounts come off as well. So hopefully that makes sense. Shauna, any questions, Shauna?
So far, no questions yet. Now, we may need to do some clarification. Jeff was wondering, what do I need to do to put, to work with the promotion center, and then said that, it's letting him in fine. That is one thing that we do need to kind of define or kind of, my words have escaped me, I apologize, clear up, is the fact that, yes, you can get back here and do all of this, but if you have a custom store and you haven't put in the RTML, it's not going to work yet.
Absolutely correct.
Okay.
That's absolutely right.
All right, so Jeff, you can get in here and play. Sorry.
Yep. Get in here and play and build the promotion so you know how to understand it, but absolutely, if you don't have the RTML up there, it will not appear yet within the store.
Alana wants to know, is the promotion code same as an item code?
Is a promotion code the same as an item code? I'm assuming that they're referring to these codes on each individual item, where you have ID, name, and code. We, for purposes of Promotion Center, use the code field within each individual item. It is not the ID, which is the page ID.
Okay. Yep, that's exactly what she was asking. Thank you, Mike.
Great. So the nice part about once you have the RTML variables in play is, let's say, I'm going to do a homepage banner here. We've gone into step 2. This is the design process. So we are in, let me just verify, Y Store Demo 1. I can go ahead and change this image if I wanted to. You do need to be very careful about file sizes as well as dimensions for these images, because we're actually putting these in line with a CSS wrap of each individual item. I'm going to use just the standard stuff here, and I'm going to say one choice webinar promo, 10% off up to 10 items. We're going to just make this very simple here. So I'm going to leave it on the home page banner, and I'm also going to do a product page, and 10% off up to 10 items. We're going to leave the standard stock images here, and I'm going to do a save and continue. And this is just going to do a quick review. So we have a one-choice promo, special promo for one-choice webinar. It's a % off, gives me 10% off the selected items, up to 10 units, unlimited uses of this promotion. So I didn't actually share that. Why don't we actually go back real quick here. And I forgot to touch on this one, allow unlimited uses of this promotion. So let's sweeten this deal up a little bit more. It's going to be 50% off those items for the next 10 purchases. Let's see here. We're going to update. Homepage banner is good. We'll need to edit this one. 50% off the next. This is the text, by the way, that will appear within the banner throughout the store pages where I selected. In this case, this will be the homepage banner, as you can see here. Now, you know what I didn't do is, and this is kind of a real world case, because I've changed my mind midstream here. So I'm doing 50% off. I thought that was a better idea as a merchant. 50% off the next 10 purchases. And you know what? Instead of limiting it to just those items, we're just going to do it store-wide. So let me save and continue here. I'm going to show the review. I do want to go back now because I changed my mind. And you know what? We're going to do all orders. So allow 10 uses of the promotion, 50% off all orders. And you know what? I'm happy now. I'm going to launch this right now because it's kind of a gray day here in Boston. It's been raining and pouring, so people haven't really been buying today. So let's go ahead and publish this. And this is going to be a validation. The following promotions will be active if I publish the one choice promo. And it's the only promo I'm going to have running. So you can see right now it's in draft status, but I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. Now notice something. Y Store Demo 1. Let's go Demo Gods. Are you with me? I didn't publish the store, yet that promotion is now live. That's why the RTML variable is required. As soon as this promotion expires, that banner is going to disappear. So if you can think forward to a Cyber Monday sale, for example, there's no more waiting until midnight to stand there and publish your store, and then having to unpublish everything when the promotion expires. This promotion will simply go live on the date you tell it to, and then come down on the date that it's told, or once the promotion is expired, in this case, the next 10 purchases. So I'll pause there for any questions at this point.
Oh, lots of...
This is the customized store, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a lot of really good questions. And actually, one of them was from Jessica, who said, like, if we're using a home page, let's say rotating banner, is there a way that they can integrate this into the banner? And, you know, what I'm thinking is if they did like a custom image and a custom type of, you know, banner for that rotating banner, although I think that they would have to kind of monitor that and take that off on their own, but it could be done, correct?
Sure. Yeah, if you want to put customized images up, you are more than welcome to do that. That would require, you know, wouldn't be controllable by the Promotion Center engine, right? So yes, you would have to publish and unpublish that.
But you can upload your own really cool banners that will go up like what you see here, because it has an area there where you can create your own and upload the whole thing. But that's different outside of including it with a rotating banner where you have multiple images. So it's a good way to clarify what's going on. And Tara wants to know, how do you direct the promo to the intended audience? Good question.
So great question. So the Promo Center right now is going to be targeted for all visitors to the store. Certainly, you know, again, this is beta version. Future, we are considering how to make this a little bit more targeted. For example, if you're using the customer registration feature, we would only show it to users who are signed in, for example. So there's a lot of functionality that could be added down the line to this. As of right now, again, it's going to be displayed for every user to the store. But you certainly can limit that based upon certain buyer patterns. So, for example, and what I mean by that is really targeting the promotion. For example, if I know that B2B customers come in and they're buying a minimum of 10 items, then I can always target that banner to be minimum of 10 items. So there are ways to, as long as you know your buyer behaviors, target those promotions specifically to those buyers.
Love that information. Now, this is another great question from Mary, because I think her aha moment happened when she said, so there's no promo code needed for the customer.
You got it. So this is the big difference between Promotion Center and coupons, right? Coupons require a distribution of those coupons to consumers and shoppers. They also require creation and management of those coupons. Promotion Center is simply store-wide. There's no requirement to use a coupon code. It's fully applied in the store. So, for example, I'm 50% off the next 10 purchases, so let's go buy the Yahoo Z-Ring flyer. Just to the Sweet. Let's go back here. I didn't wait long enough. Let's try this one more time. Waiting for the page to finish loading. A little bit of latency here on my network because I'm actually going through a proxy server, so things are taking a little bit longer on my side. Bear with me here. Let's actually just go back. Work with me, demo gods.
That's just the way that it works. I'm telling you.
Let's go. Let me go choose another item. I tend to have a quick trigger finger here, so I'm not waiting for the page to complete loading.
My group coaching members know that, you know, we're trying to do like live stuff every week, and, you know, at least once a month something is not working properly.
That's the way it goes. Exactly right. Exactly right. It doesn't help being in a demo environment either.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, so we're getting questions kind of like about installation of the RTML code and about that. So here's a couple of different options for you guys. If you're using a custom design, you do need a developer. Well, there's two ways to go about it. You can have a developer put in the code for you, and we'll have a link up for you guys at the end of the webinar if you guys need that, if you want our help with doing that. The second option is that last week during our group coaching meeting, we actually showed everybody how to install it on their own using RTML. We got other videos in there. We record all of our videos. It's all in a back-end membership. So like you also learn a bunch of other RTML as well. So let me know if you want more information about the group coaching and learning how to do this yourself. It's kind of fun learning the RTML, a little scary too for new people, but it's kind of fun. So there's a couple of different options for you. All right, do we have it up now?
Not quite yet. I'm going to run over to our the other demo store. This is a different environment, so let's see if this one will work. Let me just go ahead and load the promotion center again on the Demo 2 account. So I'll do a very quick create here. Any other questions, Shauna, while we're
actually, yeah. If you have 5 promotions active, will you have 5 banners on your home page?
If you have 5 promotions active, you will have banners that are actually rotating. So the banners aren't going to stack, but they will be put into an automatic rotator.
All right, perfect. And then the other question is from Jeff. If the promo banner isn't being displayed, there's just a big white blank space. Does it disappear, or it disappears and the rest of the page reorients itself? Is that maybe he doesn't?
Exactly correct.
Okay, so is that he doesn't have the coding in there, right?
More than likely it's an issue with the placement in the RTML, but yes, the page should reorient once the banner comes down. It's important to note that right now there is a little bit of difference that you see between Store Editor and the live site. While banners may remain for longer in the Store Editor, it actually performs properly on the live site.
Okay. And we've seen that before in other things too.
Yep,
where you're like, wait a minute, did that make a change? Oh, it doesn't show until it's published. Never mind.
That's right.
I love it. Oh, Rod, great question. Can we get an example of how to use this with stores with a Facebook page? Great question.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the easiest way is you're separating the promotions. So, for example, I don't have a Facebook page for kind of a test page for a business here, but if I was running this 50% off the first 10 purchases, I would simply go over to the Facebook page and put a link to my store with the promotion, and of course any images that might be appropriate for it. That is what some of the merchants have done already, and like I said, it's worked very, very well. There isn't a tie-in directly to Facebook with Promotion Center at this point in time. You know, that's something we certainly could consider for the future. But it is important to note that, yeah, I mean, you can market this in any way, shape, or form, whether it's through an email campaign to, quote-unquote, club members only, right? Membership has its privileges, to take that American Express line.
Yep.
So you could say, hey, one of the benefits of being on our newsletter is that you get to take advantage of special club member-only benefits that may help your conversion rates and newsletter signups as well.
Nice, nice. All right, and I just love the fact that, you know, again, don't just use this on your Facebook. If you've got a business that could explode using Pinterest, you know, go out there and use Pinterest to, you know, say, hey, next 10, or Twitter, or wherever you may be, even blogging, you know, don't limit yourself to that Facebook. There's so much more out there that you can do. One of the ways I saw a really great promotion, and I absolutely loved it, is they created a quick 30-second video of a product, and then at the very end had a wonderful like coupon code at the end for that product, and it was just like an exciting little video. I thought that was really great too. All right.
Absolutely.
Jim wants to know, please click through promotion to purchase in order to see customer navigation experience.
Yep. So we've done that right here. So finally got this to kick in here. I'm on my demo store 2. This is a standard template. So I've just selected 50% off. I've selected one item. Of course, in this promotion, what we did is included all items in the store. Again, 50% off the next 10 purchases. So you can see that we have done the 50% off and applied it here with the appropriate rounding. And I'm going to go to checkout. We have the following discounts have been applied. If you are applying multiple discounts, you would simply see each discount aligned here underneath this one. We're going to hit the checkout. And again, we get this banner across the top saying 50% off in your subtotal, and we have it called out here as well. Essentially, that is the consumer experience, especially on a standard configuration of a store. Through the checkout process, it is the same, relatively the same experience on custom stores as well, which I would expect most people have. You do see these yellow highlights and callouts of each individual promotion that's been added. If there were multiple promotions applied, you would also see each promotion, a separate line for each promotion here on the cart function of the checkout process. Does that answer the question?
Very much so. You know, there's a lot of questions coming in, and actually I think it's like the next 5 questions, and they're all pretty much the same. What if I just want it on the home page, or what if I want it only on the section page, or what if somebody lands on an item page, how will they see it? So I think maybe if we can clarify what pages not only can we put the promotion on, but what pages can we also not have the promotion on?
Right, absolutely. So let me just go back here to the configurator. I'm going to go back to the home page of the site itself. I'll come back into the configurator, and we'll go into Promotion Center again. I kind of skipped through this pretty quickly last time. So we go 50% off the first 10 purchases. And we're going to go on to the next step. And this, again, is the design process. So we do have the homepage banner, which I think everybody saw here. Homepage banner right here. Again, I will just going to save this real quick. Actually, we'll come back. Also on the product page, I'll simply, so this is where you're going to select the pages. So if you want it only on the home page, you would only select the homepage banner. If you want it on the category pages, you can put it there as well. Product thumbnails on the category pages, you can have some callouts, and the product page only. So what we're going to do is 50% off the next 10 purchases, I think I said, right? Here you want to be careful of the length of text that you use. As you can see in this sort of example, the promo message will be displayed directly in this, in line with the rest of the content with the callout. Now, if I want to change that callout image from the standard starburst, I can just go ahead and do that. For purposes of demonstration, we'll leave this as is. I did publish just the product name, and I also added a tagline demo here to the homepage banner. So what we'll see once I save and continue, and now I'll go ahead and publish it. It's going to ask me to verify. Things are all good. And now we're going to come back to the store itself. We just do a quick refresh, and now you see that tagline pop up here on the homepage once it's done loading, and you see how quickly that happens. So this is all happening on the live site itself. Let's go in again to the Yahoo Zebring flyer. And demo gods are with me. You see the starburst called out. This starburst would be on every single item on the site because that's how we elected to display it here within Promotion Center. So again, for purposes of demo, let me go back into Promo Center here. We will go into the design step, and let's also add a starburst to the product thumbnails on the category pages. That is selected. So now we've got it on category, on the thumbnails on the category pages. We've got it on the product page, and we have it on the home page banner. So we'll save and continue. Publish it now. Publish. Now we'll go back to for fun and travel and see the starburst on each and every item. That's not a good example. Let's go here. Let's try clearance. I think that has. We'll go into InStyle. As a demo store, some of these categories work and some don't. So let's try bags and accessories.
Jeff was saying category page is section page. Yes, same thing.
Yep. So there's the example that we have.
Perfect. And then so that's what I love about this. You know, you do have a little more control about where it's going to go and, you know, how is it going to look. And then it also, Alana's saying now, how do you change the percentage off inside the yellow circle? But that's just a matter of changing the percentage itself through the promotion.
Well, within the yellow circle itself here, I'm assuming they're referencing these starbursts.
Oh, okay.
That is simply an image that you can upload. So I'll come back here into the promotion, and we'll save and continue to the design step. Notice I can go ahead and change this image if I wanted to. So the percent off, if you want to save 50% off, you can do that with any image that you choose to create and upload. As long as it meets these specs, you'll be fine.
Now, for my group coaching members, next week for our webinar, I actually am going to have you guys download 2 of my banner making kits. I'll have it in the back end goodies for you guys to download, and we're going to learn how to make really cool banner graphics for these pages, so that way you'll have all kinds of tools and stuff to play with, and then you'll be able to make like percentage off images and how to resize them and stuff. We have a lot of fun in our meetings.
Sounds like you do.
We do. We have fun. You know, we learn a lot of stuff and, you know, learn some RTML. We learn images. We learn analytics. We learn all kinds of crazy stuff.
That's great.
Rob wants to know, is there an image catalog that has already been made that we can choose from? Ooh, good question.
There is not today. That's a great question, great point. You know, I'll take that down for some future consideration. We do have a couple things that the team has worked on, but there is not an image catalog yet for use with Promotion Center.
Great graphics, although their price has gone up recently, but still it's royalty free. You know that you can use it on a commercial site, is from iStock.com. And if you're looking for those kind of percentage off or anything like that, they've got some in there. And then also, I think what I'll do is I've got, if you go into our Learning Center, where is it? We've got in our graphics kit, it's got a whole bunch. I'll send that out when I send out the information on the rebroadcast, I'll give everybody here the link so they can download that kit for free. And it's just a graphics pack that has a bunch of like little graphics for, you know, maybe 30% off, or if you want to make your own percentage off, and it also has different things that you can use that I think that you'll find very, very cool for this type of situation until Yahoo starts adding some stuff. Sure. Colleen wants to know, once the promotion expires, for instance, first 10 purchases are completed, do the banners and call-outs disappear or remain on the pages until we republish?
They will disappear automatically. That's the beauty of Promotion Center. We wanted to make sure that this was configured for folks, that you didn't have to stand up and or stay awake and do publishing in the middle of the night and so forth. These promotions, once integrated with the RTML, should be up and down according to the schedules that you set.
Now, if we can't do that on, when everybody else is shopping, what are we going to do?
That's right. Now you can sleep, right?
Now we can actually get our own sleep. Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Now, if I didn't get to any of your questions, please let me know. Oh, okay, great question from Mary Beth. When you have included only specific items, you have it displayed on the product page, is it on all product pages or just the selected items?
That would be just for the selected items. So if I include just specific items for the promotion, you would see, let me just dive in here, you would see the starbursts right down here on the specific product pages that are included. It's very important, and that's a great note. So this is very important that when you do a product-specific promotion or group of products, that you are very clear in your messaging. So if I can go back here to my home page, the homepage banner here will show 50% off first 10 purchases. Ideally, if I was paying a lot of attention to this in the demo, it would say for all items or first or all purchases, for example. If it's a specific category, then what you would want to do is call out 50% off first 10 purchases of items from at work and home. And then you would want to display it on the category pages as well. Now, something else within the promotions, let me just get back to my navigator, is I want to put 50% off first 10 purchases, and I actually want this to go to a very specific URL in my store. And let's pretend for a second that yes, go ahead.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but there was a great question. When you're saying 10 purchases, now Kim was wanting to know, is that 10 quantities being purchased or 10 orders being purchased? That was a great question. Right. And then while you just said that, I thought it'd be a great time to ask and clarify.
Yes, great question. So let me, we'll go back to that in just a second. I'm going to actually link this banner to a very specific URL. What I did is I just went and chose the at work and home section. So if we can pretend for a second that this promotion applies to the at work and home section of my site, they will land when clicked from the home page on that URL. So let me save this and continue, and then I'm going to go back to address that question. This is 10 uses, so we're going to allow 10 uses of this promotion. We do have the little call-out banner here. This is a promotion use limit. So we're not limiting any quantities within this promotion, but we're limiting uses. Once 10 purchases have been made on the site, 10 checkouts, 10 orders, this promotion will disappear.
Perfect. Perfect.
Let me go ahead and save this up here. I'm going to publish it out again to show you how that landing page works. Oops. So now you notice that this banner is clickable. If I go ahead and click through, it's going to take me to the at work and home. You're not seeing the banner on this page because we actually didn't put this on the category pages within the site, just for demo purposes again. Other questions, Shauna?
Oh, absolutely. A really great question that we have from Colleen. Can you do a promotion such as buy from X category, get 40% off, Y category items, and link that promo together? For example, buy a backpack and get 40% off lunch boxes.
That will fall under the buy something, get something for 2013, not configured or usable today.
but coming soon. Coming soon. I
Coming
like
soon.
I like that. I like that. Julie
Got
wants to
it.
know if there's a replay on this webinar. Absolutely. We'll be posting it on YouTube, and that way you can listen to the information again. There's a lot of stuff and a lot of great advice that he's given, and I think it definitely calls for listening to it again another time. Travis wants to know, Yahoo will track how many uses a specific customer has used a specific promotion.
At the customer level, not quite yet. So unless we're seeing some roll-up within customer registration, for example, if you're using customer registration, I think we're looking at that for a future release. The reporting is going to be here at the promotion center level, the top level of promotion center. You will see the usage that's been, in this case, of course, I haven't had any campaigns used. I believe, let me just hop over to this one. And I haven't set any up in this demo account either. But you can see how the usage is tracked at the promotion level as well.
Now, actually, we had about 2 or 3 questions at the same time that came in. Is that 10 for one customer, or is it for the next 10 customers that make a purchase? I think there's some confusion going on with that, and kind of trying to understand that.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me go through. If you're looking here, we're at the top level here of Promotion Center. It shows you all the promotions that I've had live in the store. Only one is active, one is expired. These promotions, if I can use my highlighter, these promotions here indicate that there is no cap on usage. There's no maximum number of uses. These promotions that have the 3 limit and the 10 limit are used at, there's a cap. As soon as this active promotion is used 10 times, the promotion will expire, the banners will come down. What that means is 10 orders. So usage is the equivalent of orders. And let me pull in our
usage equals orders. Usage equals orders. All right. Got to write that down. I'll put it on your on your sticky note, because we had a lot of people that said, wait a minute, what is that?
Yep. Absolutely. So promotion use limits set the maximum number of times a promotion may be redeemed.
Aha! I love that you guys put that little help thing there, because you know, it's always so wonderful, even for, you know, people who have been around for a little while.
That's right. Absolutely.
It always helps. All right. So, Julie wants to know, so in the future, something like a BOGO might be available for us?
Yep. That will fall under buy something, get something.
I love that. All right, so Rod wants to know, when the sale is added to at work and home, if someone buys from another section, will they get the discount on other sections, or do we have to load the item codes for the add to work and home?
At this point, you would have to load the item code specific to that section. That's why early in the demo I brought up my data file here, and this isn't complete, certainly as complete as yours would be. Assumedly in your data file you would have a path which you could simply sort by that path and then go ahead and copy the codes from that section and go ahead and load those directly into the Promotion Center promotion.
Perfect. All right, guys, come. We'll take up just a couple more questions, because I promised Mike I'd have him out of here in an hour, and he's always so busy. But Mike, I really do appreciate you being here. You are really, really awesome, I have to say. Thank you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, so we'll end it then with 2 questions, if we may, because looks like there's these are some really great information. Is there more advanced reporting options other than usage, such as seeing like where the links were clicked from, Facebook, Twitter, etc.? Got to know what works.
Yeah, exactly, and I think you know, your best view into that is going to be via Yahoo Web Analytics. We don't have that level of detail here, because the analytics tool is really where you would want to see that. So, you know, your tracking and so forth would be done specifically within analytics to see where the, not only the conversions, but where your best revenue channels are coming from as well.
Got to know where the money's coming from. All right. Jim wants to know, I'm not quite clear, does the potential customer see how many orders with the promotion discount are remaining? So, for instance, if you say, hey, next 10 orders on Facebook, do they see kind of a countdown that's going on?
They do not, but that's actually a great point. I'll take that feedback in. Interestingly, sense of urgency drives sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where your kind of involvement in Facebook can really help that. It was really interesting to see with a couple of examples that I've seen so far that merchants are actually up there participating in that conversation that ends up happening on their Facebook page, for example, and they'll say, hey, better move quick, there's 5 left. And people go in and chime in. And they say, hey, I got mine. And there's really kind of this sense of a community that gets created when you do flash sales like that.
Yeah.
Definitely interested to hear of any experiences that folks may have even today. Hopefully we've gotten you excited enough to go and try it now. That would be pretty cool. And if you have those experiences, please go ahead and share them with me. Love to get an email from you. I'll go ahead and share my email address in just a second. And love to hear kind of your feedback on this as well. And Sean, I don't know if it's possible, but do you usually send out a kind of email summary or wrap-up after the webinar?
I will this time because there's a lot to share, and plus I promised them a really cool graphics kit so that they can use that for their stores.
Cool. Well, what I'll do is, Sean, I'll include a link for you to a feedback form for the beta, and I'll offer that out to everybody participating here. There's an opportunity there to not only report general feedback that you may have about the product, but also report any specific problems that you're having with it that we will investigate directly.
That sounds wonderful. Mike, I can't thank you enough for being here today. I really appreciate it. Lots of questions today.
There were. That's right. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I apologize for a couple of little hiccups here, but such is life with demos and demo environments.
Yeah, now, Jeff just said help. Trying to place my order for the RTML is saying terminal flagged as inactive in First Data database. What?
Ruh-roh.
Email me, Jeff. Yeah, we'll talk
about your merchant account.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Call me, Jeff, or call Renee. Get on the phone. Let's figure out what's going on with that. All right, guys, we're going to let Mike hop on out of here. I'm going to switch back over the controls. And let me go into, let me switch that over. All right. And we'll show my screen. Now, I'm going to, got a couple of, let me bring up a new window real quick. Am I showing my screen now?
Where did you dig that photo from?
Where? You didn't see that before?
I didn't.
Hey, do a search for Mike Ober.
Oh, please.
And it will come up, let me tell you. All right, so for our group coaching members, if you go back into our goodies area, scroll down to the very bottom. I just added the 2 kits that you guys can download so that way we're ready for it for next week. And then in the replays is where you're going to find our YouTube video. For everybody else here, we'll put the replay on our blog as well as Facebook. So make sure to head over there and get connected with us. If you go to our site and type in promo, actually you might have to put in promotion center. You'll be able to find our page. There we go, Promo Center install. If you need help with the installation, again, if you're one of those that likes to do it yourself, I mean, this is how One Choice started. Either we're going to show you how to do it or we're going to help you do it for a cost. So if you want to learn how to do it and you want to join in the group coaching, the group coaching is right over here on the left-hand side. It's half off your first month, so you can just come in and watch all the videos and get all the goodies and see if you like it. You're going to stay. I promise you're going to stay. You'll love it. But watch the video from last week under the replays. Let's see. Go to August replays and installing RTML for Promo Center. Very, very good one to watch. And by the way, we were talking about maybe doing a video and doing a promotion with a video. Check out the one on Meeting Replay Creating Videos. We use this really cool tool to create these amazing videos for product pages or section pages, and then you can add in your promos with it. It will be so cool. Anyway, all right, so that's where you get the information, and if you can't find anything, just give us a call. Our phone number's up here. We're here to help, or click on the live chat. We'll give you a hand as much as possible. And if you've got more questions that, you know, we can't help you with, I'll just bug Mike like I did.
You got it.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes, we will have it on our YouTube channel. And usually I can have that up in about 3 to 4 hours if I work really, really hard, and I will be doing that. So if you're on our YouTube, go check that out, or if not, just click on Yahoo Store Tips in a couple hours and we'll have it there. All right, I will talk to you very, very soon. Everybody is saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so go and have fun and enjoy yourself, and also, you know, you're going to get in here and you're going to dive in and you're going to have more questions. Go back and watch this video again and really like pay attention to some of the stuff that Mike showed us, because there's a lot more to learn the second time around when we hear it again. Thanks guys so much for being here today. Mike, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with us. I really appreciate it, and I hope I see you soon.
Good luck, everybody.
All right.
Absolutely. It's been a while. Good luck,
yeah.
everyone.
Good luck, everybody, and bye.